At least 95% of people have their life benighted by the feelings of inferiority to some extent, and to millions, the same feeling of inferiority is a serious handicap to success and happiness. Feeling of inferiority originate not so much from the fact or experience, but our conclusion regarding facts and our evaluation of experience. For example, the fact that I am inferior weightlifter and inferior dancer. This does not, however, make an inferior person. It all depends on what and whose norms we measure ourselves with. It is not knowledge of actual inferiority in skills or knowledge that give us inferiority complex and interface with our livings. It is the feeling of inferiority that does this. And this feeling of inferiority comes about for just one reason. We judge ourselves and measure ourselves not against our own norms or power, but against some other individual norms. When we do this, we always, without exception, come out second best. But because we think and believe and assume that we should measure up to some other person norms, we feel miserable and second rate and conclude that there is something wrong with us. The next logical conclusion is the coherent reason process that is to be concluded that we are not worthy, that we not deserve success and happiness. That is that is would be the out of place for us to fully express our own ability and talents, whatever they might be, without apology or without feeling guilty about it. All this come out because we have allowed ourselves to be hypnotized by the internally enormous idea that I should be like so and so. I should be like everybody else. The fallacy of the second idea can be readily seen through. If analyzed, for in truth there is no mixed standard common to everybody else. Everybody else is composed of individual know whom we are like. The person with inferiority complex is invariably compounded by the error by striving of their superiority. His feeling springs from the false premise that he is inferior. Feeling of false premise, whole structure, a logical thought, and feeling is built. If he feels bad, he is inferior. Cure to make himself as good as everybody else. The way to feel good is to make himself superior.